Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a very important topic. Now is the time. If you have written off Squarespace, maybe it is time now to revisit it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain why in this video today. Now, before I get into this breakdown and show you why Squarespace is a great tool if you've written it off before, I do want to give you a bit of my background so we're on the same page. Most likely you are on my site or this video for the first time, so we're just meeting. And with that, my name is David. I've helped build over 150 sites, plus I've touched over 1,000 websites. I could talk about this for a while, but just so you have context, I've done sites on Webflow, I've done sites on WordPress, I've done sites on Shopify, Wix, literally every platform out there. My primary use is Squarespace, so my perspective is definitely going to give you some advice and tips. If you've looked at it 3-4 years ago, I'm going to be able to update you on all the new things they have, which honestly, they have done a ton in the last few years that has just kind of gone under the radar if you haven't been paying attention to it. So I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why Squarespace is a much better platform than it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And the first one, maybe the second one are going to be obvious, but the third one is going to be a hidden gem that as someone who's in this community, in this world, will be able to point out for you and could be very valuable for you. So number 1. Squarespace just released something called Fluid Engine. If you haven't seen it yet, it is a big deal. This was just released this past July 2022. And in this update, you actually get a lot of new design options that were just not available before. I'll link to 1 or 2 of my videos in that little eye icon at the top and down below for you so you can learn more about Fluid Engine if you're interested in that. But basically, it's a new way to edit your page and content and create beautiful layouts, layer content, and be able to design mobile any way you like in comparison to desktop. So you could have your own desktop version and mobile version of your site, however you want to build it. It gives you full flexibility and control. But not only that, building a beautiful website is one part of this. You could hire a great designer and with code, you could basically do anything. But point number 2 really takes this to the next level. Squarespace has either bought and released new updates, probably 10 new updates to their platform and system over the last 2 to 3 years, and not a lot of talk about this has happened. You might have heard of them purchasing Acuity, a scheduling tool, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. That was one big update, but there's a lot more to consider. So they have their scheduling tool that most people know, but most people don't know about these other things that they've been doing in the background. Number 1, selling products has gotten way better. There's way more options if you're selling in person or online. Selling services has gotten better. Scheduling, that's the Acuity side of it, that has grown as well. But look at all these other items here under Build Your Brand, even restaurants and hospitality. Let's take a look at some of these pages. First and foremost, Squarespace purchased a company called Talk, which is an all-in-one reservation system for your restaurant, so you could easily integrate a reservation system into your site. Look at this. This is great. You can see here they also have the Squarespace Video Studio, which is an app that you can use to create videos really easily. What's cool about this is it just pulls everything from your site already, so it simplifies the way of designing a video. The fonts, the colors, everything is there, and they use AI to make the process really seamless and beautiful. Video creation, as you can see here, the brand is there, customized for you, resize and share anywhere. It's really easy to navigate, and a lot of AI like support with that. Next one is Unfold, a toolkit for storytellers. So they own this as well. Great way to create content as well. Let's see, what is this? Bio sites, they've released this as well. So you could have a link in your Instagram or your TikTok that points people to other content on your site. All-in-one appointment management, we looked at this. This is Acuity, this is great. What else? Sell products. So selling products online has gotten a lot easier, like merchandising, what they're talking about here, keeping track of inventory, notifications, all of that has gotten better. Shipping and fulfillment, local pickup. What else is there? Simple pay and checkout. It's easy to sell in person, which I don't see them talking about here. I don't see I'm talking about here, but it's a lot easier to sell in person. And the list goes on. They've created email campaigns within the platform so you could store and send out emails in Squarespace. You don't have to use a ConvertKit or any other, like a MailChimp or any other platform. They also started something they call video pages. So it's really easy for you to create a library of videos on your site, and you could store video content on your site. And they also release subscription products. So if you want to do reoccurring billing, you could do that as well in Squarespace. You don't need to use a tool like ChargeBee or any other kind of reoccurring billing software. You could do it right in the platform. And on top of that, you could also have memberships built into your site, and you don't need a third-party tool or any other tool to use the membership feature. The membership feature is really nice, it's really clean, it's really simple and straightforward to set up. You could lock and gate any type of content you want. And again, you could charge monthly for it. You could have video pages behind it. You could create course content in a way, and I think they're gonna even improve that in the future. There's a lot that you can do within Squarespace that 4 years ago was not even close to possible. And all of this has just been happening under our nose. Most people were not aware of all these changes and updates that they've been making, particularly because their advertising is just focused on e-commerce, but they really do way more than just e-commerce. And just a few other like back-end details, setting up fonts and colors is way easier and more dynamic than ever before. And at the same time, one other feature that's so important is SEO, and it's so easy to integrate, set up, and make your SEO optimized to work perfectly. I've worked with sites that have 0 hits all the way up to hundreds of thousands of hits organically, and they're on Squarespace and they work great. So if you think that is the reason why you're not using Squarespace and you want to think about it now, this is a great time to consider it. It is a great platform. And I know I'm sounding like overly excited about it, but I just want to paint the picture for you. If you wrote it off before, these things are really worth considering because they're really simplifying a lot and making it a lot better of a user experience than any other platform I've seen out there. And I would even say their speed of updates is improving dramatically. I feel like they used to have an update like every once in a while, but now I feel like there's updates every 2 weeks, every week, every other week. Like that's the same thing. But I feel like there's updates constantly on the platform. And especially with this release of Fluid Engine, as soon as they did it, there were updates that were coming out right afterwards from feedback from designers and users immediately. So it was really cool. They're really attentive to that, and they're growing and reaching people where they are and helping them grow where they are as well, which is really cool. And number 3, this is probably the most important and the hidden gem that most people overlook, especially like designers. So if you classify yourself as a designer, this is for you. If you wrote off Squarespace before, people will look to big tools like Webflow or like, I don't know, even WordPress or just custom coding a site or any of that, which honestly works great. But at the end of the day, the biggest challenge with most of those systems, if the company cannot afford to have a developer on hand, it gets really complicated to update the website. And so what the hidden gem here is, for the most part, and I would say better than any other platform, Squarespace is the best platform for a business owner. I have a core belief that business owners should not become web developers. And if they have to become web developers to update their site, for example, on Webflow, yeah, you could update the text or change an image, but if you want to redesign something or change the design of something, you have to hire an expert. You have to understand classes, divs, sections, main, all that stuff. It's complex. If you want to update a website as a business owner, you should be able to go in there, double click in, adjust the content as you like, change the image, change the organization, adjust mobile as you like with a few clicks, hit save, and be good to go. And Squarespace does that the best. And the user experience is just the closest thing to an Apple experience that's probably controversial. It's not really an Apple experience because Apple is just really sophisticated in everything they do at a high level of just the user experience. But Squarespace is the closest to that. So if you like your iPhone, you like your Mac, you like your iPad, whatever device it is, you like your Apple Watch, whatever device it is, they do it the best and the closest to a great user experience for the actual business owner. And with all of this, you now can scale a website, have an email tool, have the ability to sell subscriptions, have a membership, have a course, have almost anything you want in your site with a few clicks. And this is the beauty of Squarespace. I feel they've honed in on it in a new way like never before, that when they first came out, they were so powerful because they had the blog and website integrated. I know that sounds like a duh, but before that wasn't how the internet worked. So they were the first ones to do that. Now they're one of the first ones to be able to put everything together in the most seamless experience for the end user, better than most other platforms. Now, a few small notes I'll make, and I have a whole nother video on this, but if you're trying to create like a directory website, I don't recommend Squarespace. It's just too complicated to like customize it. Use WordPress or Webflow. More likely recommend Webflow because you could customize all the variable properties in the CMS. It's so much easier. The other thing I would recommend is like, if you want to do e-commerce, this is a hard one for me, but I definitely still say Shopify, because Shopify is just way more advanced when it comes to like subscription payments, when it comes to like product sizes, when it comes to upsells. Like there's no feature built into Squarespace for upsells, for adding in like free samples, like all of those features that are built into Shopify already that are way easier to use. Even like Shop Pay and other tools that are just like becoming the standard for any e-commerce experience, it's just not there in Squarespace. So they have a lot of nice features, but when you are doing 100% e-commerce or 80% or more e-commerce, I definitely recommend Shopify instead. But if you're looking for a site for a consultant, you want to sell some memberships, you want to sell some products, you're a creator and you want to show your products, and you want to blog, and you want to create a site that's overall just a great feel, I highly, highly recommend Squarespace as a tool that you consider, because the possibilities are endless. Now, with all this said, I have free resources for you. I have a few that will help you get up and running in different ways, depending on who you are or where you're coming from. But definitely check out the links below. There are free resources, very affordable resources, and even like SEO services that we do that can help you get up and running, crush it, and have a beautiful site as well. With that, if you got value from today's video, hit the like button. And if you made it here, you're my type of people. So drop a comment down below and just say you made it to the end of the video. Also, if you want more content like this, or you do launch a Squarespace site, I have over 200 videos and we publish 3 videos a week to help you get up and running on Squarespace. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.